My name is John DiDonna, and I am the creator, writer, and director of Phantasmagoria Orlando. Started about 25 years ago now, actually. I used to say 20, that's how old I'm getting. When I first came to Orlando, I had a theater, a small little black box theater called Eola Theater. And it was located in downtown Orlando in an abandoned building that they let us use. And one of the ideas that we had back then was to create some kind of a horror circus, but yet we didn't know what that meant. You know, we had this idea, and we'd have images that would flash through, so nothing ever came of it, right? Over the years, I kept kind of going back to that motif, and I would start introducing circus elements into different shows and things like that, but I never knew what it was. About 6 years ago, I was up in Atlanta, because I used to go up there every summer to teach, and I saw a puppet show. I saw a puppet show that did a Faulkner novel. So they were doing an adult novel with puppets, and they were thinking way outside of the box with all of their storytelling. And I said, that's what it is. I said, I need to get out of my own box and redefine what a horror circus means to me. I immediately called my partners down here with the theater, and I said, guys, I have our new textured piece. We hadn't written something new in a long time. And they were excited about that, and they knew I wanted to do this, but they never knew what it was, because I didn't know. So I actually wrote it in Atlanta. I started writing the piece when I was in Atlanta, brought it back. We cast it amongst people that we knew. There weren't auditions or anything. We pulled in actors and dancers and people that we wanted to work with. And within 2 months, we had a show called Phantasmagoria.
And so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door that I scarce was sure I heard you here. I opened wide the door.
Ever since somebody said to us, you're a graphic novel come to life, we've been going, yeah, we kind of are. And as the story and history of the troupe has developed, that has developed. So we went to Josh, who is in our troupe. He plays the character of Leon Krantz. We went to him because he's a brilliant writer of comic books. He has published comic books already. And we said, what do you think? And back and forth, and he has created a whole series of comic books for us. We're in the midst of working pre-production on the very first issue, which we call Issue 0. And it's kind of an introduction to the troupe. It's going to tell our story in a nutshell before the real comic book starts early next year, which is issues 1 through 6. It's a whole adventure that has already been written for us. We know the exact journey. It follows a tale of literature all the way through, a very dangerous one, I might add. And it's going to be really nice to watch us come alive in the comic book. And at this point, it's really wonderful to watch how the storyboards have built off of the story, and then we've gone into the studio and built visual storyboards with photography off of that. So it's like shooting a movie in a lot of ways. So we hope to have that first issue, Issue 0, out in just the next couple of months, and then early next year, we're going to start hitting the 6-issue series very quickly, you know, and see how the fans like that. We share the adventure together. You know, I know you had the opportunity to talk to Richard Young. He's a perfect example of that. He started as somebody who started coming to see the shows and coming to see the shows. Then he'd pop up at special events. And then we started going, these are people who are really special to us. And they treat us wonderfully and support us. Let's do the same with them. We have our own watchers who actually watch, meaning they show up at events and run security for us and help us and make sure that we're okay and make sure that we're getting out to the stage on time. So these are people who are started as fans and have ended up as part of the troupe. Come see a show. There are so many people who have gotten involved with us, Tricia, who have just come to see the show and never leave. They just stay with us.